Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Go with the Flow. Learn the British IPA and correct your sounds class. It's Friday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:28. The sad matter is that our Queen passed away yesterday around 6:30 in Balmoral, Scotland, and her body would be coming today for the royal burial ceremony. So welcome once again, guys. This class is basically designed for develop your sound and how you can achieve RP accent, the British IPA, the standard IPA. Though there are many accents in the United Kingdom, but this will explain only the standard RP. Once people speak in RP, you'll not be able to understand which part of the England the person is from, because it doesn't have any impact on their accent. And very often people say that I like to develop my accent, and basically it's not the accent that we focus here, is the pronunciation, the rules and guidelines. So dear viewers, I have shared the link. If you're interested to join, you have to click on it, and if you're watching from the mobile, it should be on the top screen, this shared link. Or if you're watching from the web, it should be on the right hand corner at the top screen. Either way, you can click on it to join this class. Also, please bear in mind that accent is one of the 4 important features of English learning. I shouldn't say accent, basically it's the RP, which is received pronunciation. The other 3 parts are fluency, lexical resource and vocabs, we call it, wider ranges of grammar and accuracy. And once again, if you're interested to join, you may be eligible to get 2 free lessons. You can try from here, and you never know. So once again, guys, welcome. I'm going to share a page. Okay, so um, I I've discussed the very basic differences of the British English and the American English. Now we like to focus. Okay. Once again, if you're interested to join, click on this link, and you may be eligible to get 2 free lessons. So, how many prominent accents are there in the UK? Basically, there are 5 prominent accents, but though there are more than 38 accents in the UK. One of them is Cockney for the Londoners. Another is Brahmi for the Birmingham people. Another is Liverpoolian accent, which is called Scouse. Newcastle accent, which is called Geordie. Then Scottish accent and Glasgow accent. So these are the 5 difficult accents in the UK. However, our main focus is to give insights about the RP or modern RP. And RP stands for received pronunciation. And why received pronunciation? This is the most standard British English. And basically, if you ever see some of the movies, British movies mostly, you'll be able to understand. And I'm sure you must have watched, you may have watched, I should say, any Harry Potter movies. That is the standard British RP accent. And in Peaky Blinders, there is another movie. They have demonstrated the other side of British accent. I believe that that accent is called uh, is it possibly Brummy. And so, guys, remember when you watch movies, especially British movies, each movie has their own tone, one accent where you can learn their different kinds of techniques of the English learning. Okay, so let's move on. British English is called non-rhotic because in most of the cases R is not pronounced and T is stronger, whereas American English is rhotic. R must be pronounced, and most of the cases T sounds like D or flap D when it is in between 2 vowel sounds. Now let's compare first the British R. We must pronounce R in British English when a word starts with R, like my name. Run, rest, rely, regular, roast, rumor, risk, ram, rooster, resuscitation. When there is a vowel sound after R or in between two vowel sounds. As you might be aware, what are the vowel sounds in English? The most first five vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U. And also Y and W are called semivowels, being the reason Y sounds like I and W sounds like O. Some examples are Yankee, Y, and this Y sound is called Yoda sound. Yellow, York, Yen. You may notice that in phonetic symbol Y is presented as J. Look at the word sympathy. Y is I sound in both of the case of Y in the spelling. Then buy and buy. How do you differentiate these two sounds? Buy, B-Y-E, and buy. Buy. So confusing sounds. B-Y-E, buy, and B-U-I. Uh, have a look at this amazing part of these three words, B-Y-E, buy, B-Y, buy, and B-U-Y, buy. According to the phonetics or phonemes or phonetic symbols, they sound same. There is no difference at all. This is the amazing part of the learning pronunciation, how it can distinguish. This is the challenging question and part. We have to bear in mind that when you use these three words, it depends on the content and context and how we can use in the sentences. So basically, there is no, once again, difference the phonetic sounds and pronunciation of these three words: buy, and buy. Okay, so English language sometimes seems to be crazy language to me. All right, now we pronounce R when the R is after a vowel sound or in between two vowel sounds. So for example, program, Colorado, sorry. Okay, next rule. Uh, I have a car, as you can see in the first sentence, and there is R sound, and we do not pronounce it in British IPA or British pronunciation. But the car is in front of your house. Now here we are pronouncing R sound because after R there is vowel sound is, I, S, is. So this is an amazing rule that should be maintained for the British English learners, that I always suggest if you want to develop your sound, first try to know how you can avoid R sounds and where you must pronounce R sounds. Second example, he is a teacher and he's a teacher of mathematics. Again, we are pronouncing R because after R there is vowel sound. So amazingly, this must be realized and practiced well, because if you don't practice, it is much unlikely for you to have the similar sound. Now, fact is that if you bring 5 British teachers, okay, white British teachers or 5 white American teachers, if you ask them to pronounce the same sound, you'll be surprised to see that they all will pronounce in 5 different ways. And why is that for? Because of our tone, because of our presentation, the depthness of our voice. Not everyone has got the same tone, same depthness. So, which is why these IPA, International Phonetic Alphabets, and the pronunciation guides were created, which is the standard. And my focus once again from this class is to explain the pronunciation of British IPA sounds, especially RP accent. Okay, I describe WH sound. All right. Another amazing part of the sound is that if there is if a if a consonant by excuse me, if a consonant is followed by sound or letter, we must pronounce them together. So there are thousands of words or sounds we use on a daily basis in a writing and speaking, and people are not aware of it. Aware of it, yeah. Look at this. I'm going to give an example. There are many words, for example. So, as you know that we must be aware the vowel sound and consonant sound. For example, this sentence, there are many words. There are many words. You can see in there. There, 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 are. Okay, so there you can see there is R, which is the rule is that if consonant is followed by a vowel sound, there is E is a vowel sound, A is a vowel sound, and E is a vowel sound. Many M is a consonant sound. Again, Y is semi-vowel, W is semi-vowel too. There are many words. Now, it is really important being an English learner to find out the vowel and consonant sounds, which is the very basic two sounds. Depending on the two sounds, there are lots of changes in the presentation, and you'll be noticing that very often that why the native sounds are different than yours, because they follow this naturally and they didn't have to learn the language the way we have learned. So it is important for us to know some basic rules, some basic criteria of the pronunciation. Okay, so as you see, there are many words. We don't, we are not breaking, we are not saying there are many words, but there are many words. So we are bringing these words together as part of the connected speech or the correct pronunciation, which sounds naturally. We have to remember that when we practice phonetics or try to develop the sound, we have to practice this naturally, and that is very important. And I'm going to show you today 5 best British accents. Okay, there is statistics. So The statistics showed that the top 10 favorite accents: Scottish, Scottish is the first. Okay. The top 10. The top 10 British accents. Scottish 15%. Geordie, which is Newcastle. Wales, from Wales. Northern Irish. West Country. Yorkshire. Cockney. Is a pronunciation. Scouse is Liverpool. East Midlands is sometimes they call Brummy. And Cockney is London accent. West London. You can see that there is no Liverpool. Which you called Scouse. So when you compare these accents and when you hear them, you'll be surprised to know. So the 5 British accents are hardest to understand. Okay, let's move on. So if you remember the rules once again, the vowel consonant, vowel or vowel consonant. We just bring the words and pronouns together because it's the rule of connected speech. Say if you're interested to join this and if you're interested to join once again and want to practice here, you're more than welcome. Either you have to hop on or you have to subscribe this lesson. So you normally say who are you, but native will not say who are you, rather than who are you. See what are you doing there or what are you doing now. Spur of the moment. Look, spur of the moment. What are you doing now? Who are you? So why you are pronouncing R again? Remember the same rule. Character speech plus R sound. Who are you? What are you doing now? Spur of the moment. Okay. So those are the very basic briefing of the words. We covered connected speech, intrusive R, long sound, short sounds. Yeah, we have to cover today because we are in the second half. Minimal pair. Let me find out if there are any. We have covered diphthongs. Monophthongs as well. Now, it's very important. Pronouncing words is a physical activity. You can grow through the sounds whenever you need to think about them. In all the different ways of pronunciation, the position of your tongue would change. This is one of the important messages for the English learners. Once again, which I'm reading now, pronouncing words is a physical activity. You can go through this sound whenever you need to think about them. In all the different ways of pronunciation, the position of your tongue would change. Which means that when you're learning or developing, the pronunciation is a matter of your practice and dedication. But the fact is that you have to practice in the correct way, not in the wrong directions. Okay, we have explained earlier the American diphthongs as well. Let me find out minimal pairs. Okay. So our second part of discussion is minimal pairs. So what are minimal pairs? So minimal pair or close pair consist of two words with sounds that are very similar but have different meanings. Sometimes they're called, I believe, that homophones. Okay, so in academic perspective, we call either minimal pairs or homophones. So a minimal pair, once again, a close pair, consists of two words with sounds that are very similar but have different meanings. Okay. Some of the common meaning pairs are bin, bean, chip, cheap, seed, seed, it, eat, his. How about kit, kit, meat, meat. Let's see. MWT. Meat. You know, the surprising matter is that both of these phonetics are same. Okay, let me show you from the Cambridge Dictionary, which I follow. My suggestion would be when you're checking the sound of a word, do not go to the Google dictionary, rather go to the specific dictionary. Look at this word, meat.
Meat.
Meat. Let's play the sound again. First one is the British IPR, British English.
Meat. Meat.
You can see both British and American have got similar sounds for this word.
Meat.
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 Okay. The flesh of an animal when it is used for food. How about MWT? Please note that they've got similar phonetic sounds or phoneme sounds. So meat, meat, no difference at all. It sounds right, but the meanings are different. Remember, this is the impact of minimal pairs or homophones that they sound same, but they've got different meaning. Okay, as you can see, meat, there is a dot after I in phonemes, which means it's a bit longer sound. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. So that is the amazing part that minimal pairs have both different spellings even, but they have got similar sound. Slight difference though. So these sounds are elementary sounds of minimal pairs. These are pre-intermediate. Uh, this is this is quite large. So did, feel, fit, feet, green. Okay, there is a quicker and easy way to remember the when it is a bit shorter and when it's a bit longer sound. Generally, if there are two vowel sounds together, okay, similar kind of the mixture of the vowel sounds, they are longer sounds. So deed. You can see it deed, double E, whereas deed is only single vowel. So double vowel sounds are a bit longer and sustainable than the single vowel sounds. And similarly, feel, Fill, and whereas FLL, feel, feet and feet, green and green, hit and hate, okay, ease and ease. MITT, mit, oh, mit.
Mit.
Mate is a special type of gloves for protecting a person's hand. Sleep, sleep, still, steal. So the intermediate minimal pairs. So it's beat, beat, bitch, beat, itch, each, gin, jane, greed, greed, hate, heed, hard, hill, he will, ill, eel, kip, cape, knit, need, lick, leak, lip, leap, mill, meal, pick, peak, piss, peace, and piss, pitch, page, risen, reason, season. Oh, this sounds like a rhyme. Shit, shade, sick, seek, Sin, seen, worker. Where does the worker come here? We have to remember when we contract the verbs, then we should pronounce it correctly. Like I've, not I have. This I've never attended your lessons before. I've never attended your lessons before. Or I have never attended your lessons before. And someone might have asked an example in grammar class. So sin, seen, still, steal, tin, tame. So once again, guys, we're watching these RPXN class lesson where today's discussion topic, this part, because we have got 1 hour lessons. On the first part, we discuss about the sound, and second part, we change the topic. Bear in mind that it's important for you being an English learner to find out once again the different sounds. Okay, guys, so once again, I know that many of you are interested to comment and join. Because of the restriction of Hallo, you can't join and you can't comment. But if you're interested, again, you can use the code Team Blue to get discount. Okay. So upper intermediate, minimal pairs. So bead, bead, bees, bees, chick, chick, chit, cheat, dip, deep, fist, feast, fizz, fizz, hip, heap, kid, kid, pill, pale, pip, peep, piss, peace, piss, seal, sim, seam, skid, skate, scheme, till, till, tis, tease. These are the advanced level. Minimal pairs, some words. Blip, bleep, breeches, breeches, creak, creak, din, din, fiend, fiend, fleet, fleet, jeep, jeep, grist, greased, pit, pit, sim, sim, shin, shin. Okay, tick, tick, tease, tease. So there is a test of minimal pairs. So let's move on to the test. The and S sounds.
Hi everyone! In this video, you'll practice the in father and the in butter vowels in a minimal pairs listening quiz. The in father and the in butter are two vowels in American English that sound very similar. Many of my clients tell me they have a difficult time hearing the difference between these two vowels, as well as pronouncing these two vowels so that they sound different. In this video, I'll discuss how to make the in father and the in butter vowels, and then you can test your skills with a listen and repeat quiz. First, the vowel. You may have this vowel or something close to it in your native language. To make the vowel, the jaw is open. The tongue is low in the mouth, and this is key. There is a little bit of tension in the back of the tongue as you say ah. I can feel the back of my tongue tense up. Now the vowel This vowel is less
Ah,
common
ah.
in the world's languages, so you may not have this vowel in your native language. The vowel is very relaxed. There's no tension.
Butter.
The jaw closes just a bit as well, and the tongue relaxes. Ah, tension. Relaxed. Ah,
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 ah. Tension. Relax.
If you can't hear the difference between these two vowels, don't worry. Watch this video over and over again, and take the listening quiz that will follow every day for a week or two. You will get better at hearing the difference between ah and your ability to say ah and will improve. Now the listening quiz. We're going to use minimal pairs for this quiz. Minimal pairs are two words that differ by just one sound, so the words hot and hut are minimal pairs. Those words differ by one sound only, the vowel. The words cop and mop are also minimal pairs. Those words differ by one sound only, the initial consonant. Minimal pairs are a great way to practice difficult sounds. You'll see two words on the screen. I'll say one of the words, and you decide which word I said. Repeat the word after I say it, so you can practice both listening and speaking. And try to imitate exactly what you hear. Come. Come.
Come.
Come.
Come.
Gut.
Got.
Gut.
Got.
Gut.
Got. And
Bod.
bad.
Bod.
Bad.
Bod.
Bad.
Luck.
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 Stock.
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 Ron.
Run.
Ron.
Run.
Ron.
Run.
Bug.
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 Clock.
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 Nut.
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 Shut.
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 Thanks so much for watching. And let me know if you'd like some help with the ah in father and the in butter vowels.
So there, yes, so that's one demonstration of audio presentation. Ah in father and ah in butter. When you're saying ah, remember it's like a tensed, and ah, father, brother. Similarly, you know, the second part is butter. So we are releasing the air, we are dropping the tense or relaxing way. So we have to be careful about pronouncing universal pairs. Father, butter. Betty butter. There is a tongue twister. Okay, thank you very much, guys, once again for listening to my lessons silently. If you're interested to join once again, click on this link and hopefully you'll be able to get 2 free lessons. Thank you once again. I hope to see you in the future. Please follow me, support me so that you get different classes notifications. Because very often I conduct lessons, public live streams from the different parts of London, Oxford, Cambridge, and my county Essex. See you later, guys. You take care and bye.